Rodney O is closing in. They'll replay Allen's famous victory lap in car number 7. I'm talking about those drivers in heaven. Yeah, they're racing in a better place where angels always set the pace. And the good Lord says, gentlemen, start your engine. Yeah, you know out there the track is great. The speedway's behind those pearly gates. And the stands are always full for the drivers in heaven. Yeah, the drivers in heaven. Talking about those drivers in heaven.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we gather here tonight for two basic reasons. First, to continue the racing season here at Delta Speedway, and second, to pay tribute to a fallen warrior dedicated himself to that same action. We all share in the emotions and grief over the loss last week of 45-year-old 250 modified midget driver Roger Paulson, a Delta driver since this track was built in 1985. Roger, a sheet metal worker foreman from San Jose, once spent nearly a year in a full body cast from a motorcycle accident, and the very first thing he did when released from that cast was to step back into his modified to continue in the sport he loved. Roger was laid to rest last Wednesday in San Jose and is survived by his brothers Ken and Richard and his father Paul. And at this time, I know of no to honor his name than to dedicate tonight's events to him and to point to the back entry area to the two cars that will come out, the number ones, both containing Delta champions. The 250 modified champion Barry Preece Jr., defending from last year, or the defending champion from last year, and the 250 modified champion Chuck Guerin Jr. And as you all stand, we will now bring the cars out for the traditional final lap salute to Roger Paulson. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And on the front stretch at this moment, a contingent of modified drivers will be passing through the stands. Anyone that would wish to donate to Roger's memory and to the family to help cover expenses, it would be greatly appreciated. My final words would be, to Roger, you will not be forgotten. And I'm sure Roger's final words to us and to those youngsters on the front straightaway would be, let's get it on.
Bomber, first heat ready, Bomber, 111, 360, 911, 88, 22. Let's get ready. 28, 555, 434, 436, 570. Let's get ready. That's the first heat on the map. Okay, over where the boys are, you get the guys coming down the center. Yeah, I wouldn't say that very silly. Yeah, okay.
Slow and easy coming around. Flagman's looking, steps forward, shows him the green. Oh, second row, jumps around. Travis Day, I believe. Yes, sir, the 88. Travis Day, waving bye-bye. Calvin Lewis into the second slot. Josh Killis slips to third. Front row position long gone. His to winner, his to lose. The rest fight it out. Gillis gets on the berm. That's going to cost him some positions. Dustin Anderson on the outside in the yellow box stock. Slides high, loses his opportunity. The 83 of Travis Chadwick slides by to take over the second spot. And your leader, Travis Day, at the back of the pack all of a sudden. Of course, that's one full lap ahead at the back of the pack. White flag flying at this moment. And from wire to wire, pole to pole, the number 88, Travis Day, takes the heat, followed by the 83 of Travis Chadwick, then the 37 of Dustin Anderson, and the 87 of Calvin Lewis. Oh, this is the one I love. They bring them out so quick. The 41, Chris Green, sponsored by Green Racing. Don and Gloria Feeback. Catch one at the back of the pack. The number 13 sponsor. Oh, no sponsors listed. Manteca driver, Forrest Souza. Got to catch him on the front. The green's up. We got the number 3, sponsored by Miracle Auto Painting. We spray an auto glass. Stockton wheel out of a Campo. Kevin Straw. The number 2, sponsored by Delta Palladium, Murata Market, All-Weather Roofing, and Ron Gross Engines of Lodi out of Stockton, Chad Bindi. The 24, sponsored by Jorgie's Racing of Stockton, and then Tony's Spring Company out of Stockton, Jason Burrell out there competing. The number 17, sponsored by Ron McCall out of Stockton, that's young Donna Collier McCall. we've got the 80, the other half of the day combination Turbo Day, sponsored by TNT Racing and King Motorsports. Green, Straw, and Bindi, your top three, pulling away from the field. Young Chris trying to give himself an early birthday present, sticking his nose out there and saying bye-bye. We get a change for second. The two of Bindi moves into play. White flag, this time by. And the heat goes to the number 41, Chris Green, out of Riverbank. Second place, the number 2, Chad Bindi. Third place, the number 3. How's that for order? That's Kevin Straw. Then the 24, Jason Burrell, rounds out the top 4, which is the point-paying positions for the heat races. And we go to the box stock A division. The competitors expected will be the 0, Mike Brooks Jr., sponsored by Stockton Auto Supply, AAA Auto Glass, Grand Auto Sales, B&R Machine Shop, Axles Plus, JB Racing Engine, and Don's Auto Repair. That'll be the Manteca driver, Mike Brooks Jr. We'll have the 2M, sponsored by the Uckle Connection, Gallagher Designs, Charlie's High Performance, Checkerboard Radiator, Tough Boy Sales, GB Industrial Powder Coating, B&F Body Shop, and Matco Tools out of Banta. That will be Nick Miller. We'll see the 7C, sponsored by Miracle Auto Painting, Experian Auto Glass, and Stockton Wheel. Out of Acampo, the driver, Kristen Straw. We will then have the 44X, sponsored by Al's Roofing. Out of Union City, Travis Sullivan. We should have the 45 out there. And you should look, because I'm not. I'm reading. The 45, sponsored by Auto House Body and Paint, United Rounds Lodi, Ken's Custom Glass and Mirror. With a special thanks to Uncle Harold and Grandpa Jr. out of Acampo. That'll be Jeff Sullivan. Should have the 73 out there, sponsored by Alta Fence, Busby Motorsports, and Kendry's Custom Meats out of Martinez, Darrell King. And we should have the 93, sponsored by GP Industrial Spray, Manteca Boat Works, Gallagher Designs, Manteca Service Center, 99 Recycling Center, Professional Appliance Installers, B&F Auto Body, and Miller's Checkerboard Radiator. That'll be James Carpenter. We got them locked up on the backstretch over there. Well, we got a quick break in the action for a lineup. I got a word from one of the gentlemen here from the 250 division, I believe.
On behalf of all the drivers in the back gate, we'd really like to say thank you for all your support and donating for the fund for Roger Paulson. Thanks again.
You're welcome. And my personal thanks to all you people that put into the hat as it was passed. Sullivan, James Carpenter are in the front row. We got it in. And we get two of them locked up just that fast right here in the front straightaway. Kristen Straw, one of them, I can tell from the The beautiful coloration of the car. And the 73, Darrell King, the other one involved. Green's up, they're gone. White flag this time by. Second to the 45 out of Campo, Jeff Sullivan. Then the 93 of James Carpenter and the 44X of Travis Sullivan. Division coming out. I see the first one there, the 360, sponsored by R&R Truck Mobile Repair, PTC Incorporated, Jim's VW, Lodi Shortstop, and the Muffler Man out of Lodi, Travis McCullough. I see the 222 coming around the corner, sponsored by Miracle Auto Painting, Stockton Wheel, Experian Auto Glass out of Stockton. And the driver is Jennifer Straw. The 888 trailing at the back at the moment, sponsored by Burns Towing, 5-Star Muffler, Kennedy Auto Dismantlers. That is Rod Gorham out of Manteca. Looks like the 911 floating around out there. And the 911 sponsors show Alan Moore Hay Service, Bristol Butler Apartments, Bennett's Bumper Repair, Thiel's Goodyear Tires, and Stockton Auto Supply. Driving it tonight, Joe Butler. We'll see who else we got. We got the 111 out there, sponsored by America's Tire, Miracle Auto Painting, and Rooftop Metal Products. Driving the 111 tonight is Greg Malloy. The parade. Jennifer Straw saying, "I'm coming by." Gorham, your top three. Jennifer looking to the inside. Looky, looky, looky. White flag in her face this time by. 2-2 for the young lady. You clap for her, I'll bet you she'll honk her horn for you. The winner in the 2-2-2 out of a Campo, Jennifer Straw. Second, the 1-11, Greg Marori, cleared the 8-8-8 of Rod Gorham, and then I believe the 9-11 of Joe Butler placed fourth. There's the horn. Now I wish I could say here comes the rest of the bombers and they belong to the rest of the sponsors on my sheet, but I guess I can't do that. Well, let's see, pick one. The 555, sponsored by Kennedy Auto Dismantlers, 5-Star Muffler, Burns Towing, NorCal Batteries, Allstate Insurance, and Wright's Quality Automotive out of Manteca. And the 555, Jonathan Wright. The 188, sponsored by Mike's Towing Service, Scenic Shell Automotive, and Valley Auto Wreckers out of Modesto, George Priest. The 454, sponsored by Scrapman Ron Brown, Los Amigos Tire Service, Fairview Market, and Ram Mountain Contracted in Modesto, John Stowe. What do we got left? Oh, we got the 570 back there, sponsored by America's Tire, Miracle Auto Painting, Riptop Metal Products, and Alta Fence Company out of Stockton, Paul Marorik. And we got the 036, sponsored by R&R Truck Mobile Repair, PTC Incorporated, Jim's VW, Lodi Shortstop, out of Lodi, Greg McCullough. Well, dot my I and cross my T. They're still moving. Jonathan Wright up in front in the 555. Moves to the inside. Off the corner, your leader sees the white flag. Give it up for Jonathan Wright. Second slot, the 188 by George Breeze. Then the 570, Paul Marorik runs third. And the 036, Greg McCullough takes the fourth slot. this time by. And even though at the moment you saw the checkered yellow coming out, that's reaction on the flagman's part. Modifieds here at Delta must run clean green flag laps for the last 3 laps of any event. So it reverts to a yellow flag. Should start with a combination of a green and white flag when they come around for the start. Crees third, looks like right in the 4th position. There's the green and white as they come by. And the win to the number 15 out of Los Altos, Mark Hyman. Second, the 41 of Brian Jorgensen, then the 1 Barry Crees Jr., and the 99 of Sean Rudder. Looks like that's all there's going to be coming around. Lights out. Green flag is waving in their face. And I got a suspicion that J.R. Cottle is going to check out. We've got one sideways over here in the corner that'll bring out a red and yellow restart flag. That's the 84 of Lawrence off the base over there in turn number 2. Heads to the front. Nichols turns it over here in turns 3 and 4. Driver's fine, driver's fine. Down, 3 laps down on the 8-lap heat currently. 66 of Nichols in fourth. Modified midget program coming out. See the 13, Sean Labor, the 94, Renee Crum, the 93, Stephen Williams, the 11, Carly Lawrence, the 10, Guerin Andrews, the 44R, Rodney Funston, the number 5, Rick Fauser. Talk about the funny things in life. Remember me telling a couple weeks ago the 93 of Stephen Williams going over to Antioch and winning the main event and then being disqualified because they found an improper tire on the car. It was a 3-year-old almost concrete tire. It just didn't match the new specs. So he went back last week with a brand new tire that was a correct tire, laid him low in the midget light division, winning both the heat and the main. He says, I'll win it either way. No flag, no flag. See if we can get them squared up this time by. We got a lead. With a problem down here. Looks like the car cutting out, losing power. Stalled on him when we tried that last restart. He went up at the back and now he's pulled off the track over there. And they'll push him out of harm's way. We get the flag or the race restarted. 5 down on an 8-lap heat. the number 13 out of Sacramento, Sean Lever. In the second slot out of Manteca, Rick Fauser. Then the 93 of Stephen Williams and the 94 of Dennis Crum. Of the 600 modified midget field for heat number 2. The 2 of Guerin Hyman, the 4 of Rick Cook the first, the 43 of Joey Foreman, the 83 of Kellen Chadwick, the 1 Chuck Denny Jr., missing the 77 of Darrell Moore at this moment. Let's see if he's coming out. And they say he's momentarily scratched. They're working on the car right now. So Hyman and Cook in the front row. Gurney and Foreman, row 2. And young Chadwick at the back. That probably won't get it done, and it doesn't. No flag, no flag. We got a green. Surge into the front. Hey, we get a yellow that time by. Responsible to bring him in. Lights off. Flagman's looking, shows him the green. Still 3 laps down, 3 cars left, 3 laps down. We got a green. And Gertie will come around to take the lead this time back. points. That's Chuck Guerin Jr. Second place, the number 4 of Rick Cook, the first. And then the number 2 of Guerin Hyman in the third slot. Sportsman heat event inside front row, the 7 Jeff Tucker, flanked by the 76 Vern Terrell, then the 58 Fred Clement, 77 Hyman Jr. Up the best in that overall exchange. Oh, there's a tire off the 58 of Paulson. Watch the pit gate, watch the pit gate. We're clear. And we get a red at the same time. Contact between the 58 and the 7 down that front straightaway. Most likely started that tire coming off. Fred's out. Can't hurt Fred. You could drop a building on Fred. He wouldn't know it till tomorrow. He don't care. He's all right.
Not bad to look, Fred.
And there goes Fred. See you next week, Fred. No, we won't see you next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks, Fred. When I'm thinking about that, I ought to remind you folks, Delta will not be racing next week. We're going to take a 4-day holiday, so anybody shows up next week to race or to sit in the stands is going to be awful lonely here next week. Pete Paulson says, oh man, let's take a little bit of time off here, a mid-season breather, 7th inning stretch, if you want to call it that. 4th of July weekend, give everybody a chance to go to the lake, go gamble, go do what you want to do. We will not be racing next weekend, but we'll be back the week after that. So Fred's got 2 whole weeks to find the lug nuts for that tire. And if they came off and they're laying out here in the mud, believe it or not, his dad will make him come out here and find those lug nuts. I'm not buying any more lug nuts. The ones we had were perfectly fine. You'll go out to the track and you'll spend a week looking for them if necessary. Two down, 2 laps down, 6 to go. Sportsman heat. flag this time by. Kind of what you classify as a no-no contesto victory by the number 77. It's his second heat win of the year. Give it up for Bernie Layton Jr. Finishing second, the 76 of Vern Terrell, and the 7 of Jeff Tucker. And from the infield, without his lug nuts, the 58 of Fred Clement. Stock out to run a heat, the 00, Ron Goodspeed, the 7, Joe Camber, and the 60 with Matt Borges in it tonight, the 52 of Ryan Philpott, the 6 of Guy Gabor, and the 11 truck of Larry Clark. Slow and easy coming around, lights out, flag currently hidden behind the back of Vern Vincelette as he looks him over. He shows it to him, we're gone. Nice little loop-de-loop for the 52, picks up the pace, doesn't draw a yellow. Joe Camber in front, contact back here, everybody misses the barrel. Going with good speed and Gabor. White flag, 2-liter this time by. Picking up the heat win tonight. Give it up for Joe Camber. In the second position, the number 6 of Guy Gabor, followed by the 00 of Ron Goodspeed and the 60 of Matt Borges. We got the 88 of Travis Day, the 41 of about-to-be birthday boy Chris Green, the 2 of Chad Bindi, and I'm looking, I can't quite make out the other one. What is that, the 73 out there? No, that's the 83, Travis Chadwick. 41 of Green to the infield on that first lap. White flag. Dash win number 2 of the year for the number 88, Travis Day. The 83 of Chadwick second, the 2 of Vindy third, the 41 of Green follows. Here we go with the box stock A division dash. I see the 44X out there of Travis Sullivan and the 45 of Jeff Sullivan. And the 93 of James Carpenter, the 17 of Nick DiCarlo. Sullivan into 3, off of 4, sees the white flag one more time around, and it's his. And let me check. Yes, sir. First dash win for the youngster from Union City, Travis Sullivan. He's followed by the 17 of Nick DiCarlo, the 93 of James Carpenter, and the 45 of Jeff Sullivan.